Hello, this is Asma Kahn. I'm making a very special dish, which is from a city where I was born, Calcutta. It's called fish Malaikari. And of course, at this time, not everybody can get fish, but you could even make this with frozen fish or any kind of seafood. Anything that cooks quickly, this will work for that. It's a very simple recipe. Other spices that you need are very uncomplicated. So you could, really you could even make this with potatoes or, make the gravy and then put boiled eggs in it. You could put tofu, slices of tofu, paneer if you can get it from the supermarket. The main thing is that this is a base which is made of coconut milk and tomato puree, and both of these things are available quite easily. So you shouldn't have too much of a problem. What you make, you could, of course, if you get fish, it will be brilliant. Prawns, scallops, anything, it can be frozen. At this point, the main thing is that, it's a really beautiful gravy and you enjoy it with whatever you can get hold of. Okay, so I have rubbed this because, really it should be 20 minutes. Rub the fish with, and this is cod, with turmeric and a bit of salt. And the reason I've done that is actually it is purification. Turmeric is rubbed on fish in Bengal to kill the surface bacteria. And so it of course adds to the flavor because the salt and the turmeric is going in. But the main thing is medicinal. Right, so I'm going to, the oil has to be quite high. But while the oil is heating up, I'm just going to explain the other ingredients. So of course more turmeric and chilies, tomato puree. This is for the garnish. That's just ginger garlic paste, coconut milk. And this is essentially the onions that I have fried, because otherwise we would have been in this video forever. I fried in advance and kept. So you need to get the onions from here to there. There are lots of videos that you can see of how to do it. It's there in my cookbook as well. You've got to slow fry it. You've got to make sure all the onions are equal in thickness or thin, whatever it is, to the best of your ability, to make sure that you get something that looks like this, which will evenly cook through. Right, so I think hopefully this fish is ready to go. The aim is not to cook it. It's literally just to seal it. So you're going to cook it again in the coconut gravy. So I'm just sealing the fish, sealing in the moisture, and get it out. Don't overcook it. So there's this beautiful color, golden color, which comes from the marinated with the turmeric. Right, so in this now, I'm going to add the brown onions, garlic ginger paste, more turmeric. Because these chili, I like it a bit spicy. It really depends on your taste, how much chilies you want to put. You need to just cook all of this too. Put the tomato puree in. If you don't have tomato puree, use chopped tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, whatever. Just some hot water. And so what you want to achieve, I'm going to add some salt now, is for the onions to break down. Remember that you have added salt to the fish, and if you put too much at this point, you're in big trouble because it's going to be very, very salty. So with all seasoning, you can always add more later. A lot of people ask me this question, that how do you know that it's ready for, the meat to be put back in or the vegetables to be put back in. If you can take the camera to the edge, you can already see the oil is coming to the top. That is really the sign that it has actually cooked through. You want to see the oil coming to the top. And then, of course, visually you can already see the color has changed. It's now has this kind of beautiful reddish, brownish, burnt look. And You can't smell it, but I can just tell you it just smells amazing because all the spices have gone through and the lovely caramelized onion is broken down. And there you can see the oil has come right to the top. You can see the oil sitting on the top. Now at this point, you put back the fish. So remember that you didn't want to overcook it. It's exactly for this, because otherwise nothing can be worse than overcooked fish. Literally poach it. You don't, I'm always worried when I see so many Indian recipes where the fish is overcooked. It's completely sacrilege. You should never overcook fish. You need to make sure that it is moist and tender. And then the final touch, the coconut milk. You need to add a touch of sugar to it. And you can see this beautiful marbled effect. And you need to just essentially reduce it a bit. You do not want to overcook the fish. The moment you see again the oil coming on the top, this is a sign that your fish is ready. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of poaching it. I'm pouring the hot gravy on the top, cooking it very gently. Of course, if you have a very large piece of fish, you need to cook for a bit longer. But here, I don't. Has a really beautiful coconutty smell. And this kind of gravy is really nice. You can, it goes great with rice. If you don't have rice and you're not a rice eater, you can have this with bread. There's no hard and fast rules. And so I'm going to garnish it with some green chilies. Of course, I'm lucky I've had green chilies, some tomatoes, and a sprig of coriander. And there, it's ready. This is Bengali fish malaikari, and I have cooked it in real time. It's very, very quick, and you can use any kind of seafood to make it.